Hello, I'm Andy Prosser. I'm the Head of Investments at InvestEngine. Welcome to our weekly market update, which is your quick look at what's been moving markets and what it means for investors. So this week we had tariff headlines coming back into focus because it was the end of this 90-day deadline that Trump had for the first wave of tariff exemptions. So on Monday and Wednesday this week, Trump issued new tariff demands, but actually pushed back the implementation of them until the 1st of August. Now, in terms of the market reaction to those headlines, the market, it was actually pretty unconcerned, and it stayed pretty flat for the whole week. And that's mainly because there's more time now for countries to negotiate deals. They've got until August the 1st. And also these proposed tariffs are not likely to have that much of an impact on corporate earnings, particularly amongst the big tech companies, which are moving the market at the moment, and that's what the market thinks. Now, speaking of big tech, there was a small rally in the major AI companies this week, but it was just enough to push Nvidia over the $4 trillion market cap mark, and that makes it the first company to ever surpass a $4 trillion valuation. So really good news for Nvidia, but this strong market performance that we've seen over the last few months is really raising expectations for the next earnings season, which kicks off on Monday. So investors will be keeping a really close eye out for any tariff impact on earnings, and this really strong rally that we've seen since April will mean that the market will probably be paying extra close attention to any bad news. Now, elsewhere in the markets, we also had the minutes released this week for the most recent Federal Reserve meeting. They're usually useful, interesting to have a look at because they give an insight into the decision-making process behind the Fed's decisions around interest rates. And this most recent set revealed that there's been a big divide between Fed members over the expectations for how tariffs might affect inflation. So some of them think that they'll just cause one-off price increases and that's it, but others think they'll cause prices to rise more consistently over the longer term. So policymakers are still kind of divided on the outlook for inflation, but if you look at what markets are thinking, then it's actually still pretty optimistic around the inflation outlook and is still pricing in 2 rate cuts in the US for the rest of this year, which is actually the same as what's priced in for the UK as well, also 2 rate cuts. So overall, markets had a calm week this week, despite all of the tariff headlines. And while there might be a few more tariff bumps and surprises to come, particularly over the US-EU trade deal, markets currently seem a bit more preoccupied with earnings, with all eyes fixed on the next round of earning announcements, which are coming out next week. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. Otherwise, for more updates, head to our blog, sign up to our newsletter, and we'll be back next Friday. Thanks for watching.